Hello, thank you for joining me. As you know, we've been studying A Course in Miracles. I've started reading the text on Sundays for folks on Facebook, and then I've been uploading those videos to YouTube. I thought that we could do the class student workbook on our own, but the feedback that I'm getting is that people would like more support with the lessons as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do each lesson also. So today we're going to start with the very first one. This is A Course in Miracles, Workbook Lesson 1 from the Student Workbook. Nothing I see means anything. Now I'm going to just read the text and then we can talk about it a little. Nothing I see in this room, or you could substitute in this street, from this window, in this place, means anything. Now, look slowly around you and practice applying this idea very specifically to whatever you see. This table does not mean anything. This chair does not mean anything. This hand does not mean anything. This foot does not mean anything. This pen does not mean anything. Then look farther away from your immediate area and apply the idea to a wider range. That door does not mean anything. That body does not mean anything. That lamp does not mean anything. That sign does not mean anything. That shadow does not mean anything. Notice that these statements are not arranged in any order and make no allowance for differences in the kinds of things to which they are applied. That is the purpose of this exercise. The statement should merely be applied to anything you see. As you practice the idea for the day, use it totally indiscriminately. Do not attempt to apply it to everything you see, for these exercises should not become ritualistic. Only be sure that nothing you see is specifically excluded. One thing is like another, as far as the application of the idea is concerned. Each of these first 3 lessons should not be done more than twice a day, preferably morning and evening, nor should they be attempted for more than a minute or so, unless that entails a sense of hurry. A comfortable sense of leisure is essential. That's the end of the first lesson. Now, what are they getting at? Because our impulse is that everything we see has meaning, right? Otherwise, why would it be here? But really, in the truest sense, nothing has meaning because everything that we see is really an illusion. This lesson, these courses, this course in miracles and other courses like this have to start somewhere. And so we're sort of jumping into the middle, into my way of thinking, as to what this lesson is talking about. Because you need to have the concepts that there is no physical world. The physical world is a 3D construct, but what we know from science is that if you take anything that exists and you put a piece of it under the strongest microscope that we have, it looks the same. Think about that for a second. Everything, when looked at in the closest detail, looks exactly the same. And so now when you come back to the lesson and the pure simplicity of the statement in this lesson, nothing I see means anything, there is some validity to that statement. So do the exercise and couple times in the day. See how it feels for you. And I'll be back with lesson 2. Thanks so much for tuning in.